Yeah, we live, man. Tell Meg, bow, 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 Meg. Hey, Meg, the stallion. That's right, that's right. Yeah, we getting to it, man. You know what time it is. What it do, man. It's your boy Payday EJ. It's another day to make another play. This is Just Another Play podcast, reporting to you live from Hollywood East on the Beast Coast. You know what time it is. And I like to always start out every episode thanking my new followers, shouting y'all out, man, because y'all make this shit go around, man. I'm gonna tell you this now, man. Shout out to the new followers. Last episode we was at like maybe 40 something. This episode we doubled that on IG at 83. I'm loving it, man. Thank you for the support. Thank you for the love. Shout out to the YouTube folks. All my YouTube followers. We got 23 subscribers as of today's date, man. I was sitting at like 10 last episode. Shout out to the other people that just jumped in. I truly appreciate the love, man. And the interactions on YouTube and IG are crazy. And let's not forget TikTok, man. TikTok got me at 84 followers right now. And I appreciate y'all for engaging with me. You know what I mean? Shout out to y'all, man. I just need one thing, because the only thing that don't have no followers, we just got the big O, which is breaking my heart. It's breaking my heart, y'all. You know what I mean? My Patreon. And I've been winning so much money. I've been hitting all last week. Out of last week 7 days, I hit 5 days out of the 7. That's crazy. And all of it's on my Patreon, and zero of y'all got some money with me. But it's cool. I'm not like these other sports bettors, these other sports sharps. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna beg you to buy my picks. It's cool. If you take the free one, that's good enough for me. A follow is good enough for me. A repost good enough for me. Just a comment saying, hey man, I got some comments saying, hey, I don't like that shitty ass pick. I'm gonna fade you today. I like that. That's cool. So it gives us something to talk about. If I hit, you know I'm gonna talk shit. If you hit, I expect you to talk shit. There's no hard feelings in this thing, man. It's competition, it's sports, it's all love at the end of the day. So if this comes across your timeline, like it, share it, follow it. If you know somebody who's sports bet that can benefit from this, man, shoot them to share and send it to their DMs, man. I send profiles all the time on my IG. You know what I'm saying? That's where it's at. So let's get into the covers, man. We got cracked by Steph Curry and the gang, man. I took them to go under playing in Houston so we can get our number 5 on the cover streak, the survivor streak, like I talked about in episode 1. They cracked it. I thought it was going under. Yeah, Houston was talking a lot of shit. You know, Warriors, come out and play. Got your ass played, man. Hey, look, that's a lesson to all you young hoopers. Don't talk shit if you don't play. If you don't play, you just causing it for the rest of your team to have to deal with that shit. They had to answer to Steph Curry, not him. He was eating popcorn and sipping Gatorade, man, sucking down that free air in the Toyota Center. and Steph Curry dropping 30. That's crazy. I know they gave it to him in the locker room though, man. But we back on the right track with our covers pick. I took UConn covering the 7 for the Natty. They covered every game through the tourney. That was the coast that did the most, and that was UConn doing their thing, man. And hey, we back at 1. We got 24 more to go. And when it comes down to that, I'm trying to get these 100 racks. I don't know about you, but 300 racks, can't beat that, man. Y'all play the lotto every day, and you pay for that. But you don't want to follow these free picks, man. That's where it's at, dog. Like, we here with it. It's Wednesday, it's hump day, and you know what's coming Saturday. I gave y'all the warning what's coming Saturday. Hold on, let me take this. Here, you know what I mean? Shout out to Legal Lean, man. I don't know you, but your product is at my liquor store right in front of my crib, so shout you out. Anybody from Central Florida, man, I'm showing love, man. This is some Castleberry love right here. Go ahead, man, Legal Lean, do your thing. But I came from that H, if you know what I mean. We getting it in, you know what I'm saying? But we back at it, man. Back at it. So, hey, all right, man. It's Wednesday. And that means that we got Thursday, we got Friday, and then we got fight day. It's not even Saturday. It's fight day. 300. This is Sparta. It is going down from the early prelims to 1 in the morning. I don't want to hear about no parties. Again, I don't want to hear about no clubs. I don't want to hear about no nothing. Baby girl, don't call me unless you over here chilling. That's it. Because all we doing is watching the fights. You know what I mean? I'm even taking my dogs out early. Because he can't go to the bathroom during fight times. Sorry. You know what I mean? But let's go over this gatekeeper parlay that I put up. I told you guys this in the last episode. This is strictly a gatekeeper parlay. You guys been talking trash on YouTube. You know what I mean? It's cool. I know y'all love Polton. You know what I mean? Stone Hands, he is crazy with it. Don't get me wrong. I like Alex. But what I'm saying here is we're taking this gatekeeper parlay and trying to flip some bags with it. Because you got all these guys as underdogs. Somebody has to be the underdog. Realize that. You got a favorite and you got an underdog. Whether it's whoever is on the card, somebody's going to be expected to lose and win, right? So we got Cody Garbrandt at plus 240. We got Aljo at minus 125. Plus 175, we got Bo Nick. You know, Bo Nick handling his thing in a half a round, man. That shit's gonna be light work, man. Remember, this is the plug, man. Hey, not a fight went over 2 minutes and 54 seconds. And every other fight outside of that been finished in a half a round. I'm talking about flatlining boys, straight starch mode. You know what I mean? Then we got Charles Oliveira plus 190, and we're gonna end it out with Hill. That's the gatekeeping parlay, man. I'm giving that out, man. A flat 50 ball, get you 5 bands. Easy money, easy work. If you're a Patreon member, guess what? You're going to get the other exclusive parlays that I'm dropping that you might not see a short about. You might not hear it in this show. That's the reason why you want to get that exclusive access on Patreon, because you get the full card, no holds bars. What I'm winning, what I'm losing, you know what I mean, how we earning. That's where we at with it. You know what I'm saying? So, that's that. UFC 300, don't call my phone's off. You know what I mean? I might just call my cellular service and tell them cut this shit off. Suspend my lines. I don't want to talk to nobody. But yeah, 300's on the way. This is Sparta. I expect to see a lot of people get starched this card. And what's her name from PFL? Kayla Harrison? Huh. I found some sweet money on Kayla. Y'all just stay tuned, man. That's going to go in the exclusive folder. That's going to go in the exclusive access. Subscribe to the link in the bio, Patreon, and if you want to know what I found, because the snipers is out. Remember, out of 7 days this week, we hit 5. We brought in another 3,500. We lost probably 700, so we profited right around 28. You know what I mean? That's good on a 5-day stretch. If you work 40 hours a week, you're not clocking that. So it is what it is. You call it light money, you call it big money, you call it play money. It's money. I would take all of it over none of it. So just remember that. Now, next is the playoffs is lurking. You know, we got that shit rolling. Playoff end of the season's here. You know what I mean? We talking about my Orlando Magic's doing their thing. Everybody's fighting for seeding right now, man. Like this playoff shit been real entertaining. This basketball season has been real live. I like how they implemented the in-season tournament. You know, Bronny got the first in-season tournament. Not Bronny, but Bron got the first in-season tournament, and now it's on to the big trophy, all the marbles. It's a close race. A lot of people been hitting me about the play-in rules. If you're not too clear on the play-in rules, these are the rules of the play-in for the playoffs. The 7th and 8th seed will play each other, and the winner of the two will get the 7th seed. Now, the loser of the two will face the winner of the ninth and 10th seed that is playing each other to play the loser of that. So to sum it up, the ninth and 10th of the playoff play each other, and they play the loser of the 7th and 8th. So the winner of the 7th and 8th get the 7th seed, and the loser and the winner of the loser of the 7th and 8th, and between the ninth and 10th, gets the 8th seed. So I hope I didn't confuse you anymore with that, but that's how it's working. On the East Coast, we got Chirac, at the ninth seed, and we got ATL at the 10th. Personally, I think ATL takes them. Just looking at the talent, it's a lot of young talent in Atlanta. I like Murray. I like Young. I like Daniil Hunter. I like him. He's starting to look how he looked when he was at Virginia. Capella's always he's a rebound collector. So they're a hard team, man. They got some shooters. They got some defensive presence. They're a hard team just to get around, man. And no Levine, just DeRozan, and old ass Vooch. I don't think you can do it. I do like Kobe White, but he's not an elite guy. I'll take Cole Anthony over Kobe if we talking Tar Heel guards. So yeah, just a little rivalry there. Shout out to Cole Anthony, Orlando Magic shit. We'll take Cole over Kobe White any day. And that's how it goes. So that's my take on the play-in. So I like Atlanta playing whoever is in the 7th or 8th seed or wherever it pans out on the East. So I like Atlanta being the 8th seed, which most likely they'll play Boston, and Boston would easily advance to the next round playing Atlanta. That's where I see that going. Second seed in the East is Milwaukee. Milwaukee's in trouble, folks. Like I'm gonna tell y'all that, like with no hesitation. Milwaukee looks bad, man. I don't like what I see in Milwaukee. I don't think Milwaukee has it all together in house. I personally don't think the Doc River hire was a smart move in the middle of the season, firing a winning coach. I just think that just flips the locker room upside down. I think they messed up more than they built when it comes to that locker room, that in-house, that back of house, however they need to go. It's just not a good look over there in Boston. In Milwaukee. It's not a good look over there in Milwaukee at all. I really just think they're gonna have a lot of trouble, and I think Philly's gonna be the 7th seed. You know what I mean? Get the fuck out of Philly's way now that Embiid's back healthy. Like Maxey is on fire right now. Maxey is doing his thing. Embiid is he's looking slim. Like you seen him Embiid, Ryan, when he made his comeback. 20 minutes, he's still putting up full game numbers, and that was scary. Like I was watching him. Like he burnt a couple of my tickets because I just thought that they was gonna try to work him in too much, and he ended up working the team that I bet with. So that's just a little fuel to the fire. But Philly's looking dangerous. Shout out to Philly. But let's talk about these Celtics, man. I personally think that the Celtics need to win it this year. That's their only hope of keeping this team together. Yeah. Celtics, I think this is the time for Tatum. If Tatum doesn't win it this year, they're going to break that shit up. They're going to send Brown up out of there. They're going to get the value while they can, and then make their way with whatever they can get with Tatum. With the value of Brown, because I think all those guys that they just paid Drew Holiday today, 4 years, 135 M's. That's telling me they just paid Brown. I think it was last year 200 mil, 300 mil, some shit like that. Either one, you know what I mean? You got 300 mil with Brown. You just gave Holiday 135. I don't know. Did Tatum sign a big contract yet? Not yet, right? You brought Porzingis. I can never say, hey, y'all foreigners, man. Sometimes I get it right, sometimes I get it wrong, but y'all know who I'm talking about. Kristaps Porzingis. You paid Tatum. You're gonna have to repay him again. No, when is his contract up? This year, right? So they paid Jaylen Brown $300 million last year. They just paid Drew Holiday $135 million. Kristaps, they took that deal from whatever he signed in Dallas. They took the load off when they brought him in, and then now they got Tatum. So one, the money gonna draw out, and not to get no championships, like that shit is not happening. You know what I mean? That shit is not ideal for them in Boston. If Boston doesn't win it, I really think that they're gonna break that shit up and they send Brown somewhere. They might send Brown to Atlanta because that's where he's from. They might send Brown to Atlanta, get rid of Trae Young, and it's gonna be Murray and Brown in Atlanta with the gang, and I think that will make them a stronger team than what they are now. And then Trae Young, I hear LA play with Bron, but honestly, with Bronny coming out, I think Bronny is getting picked up by an East Coast team, and it's gonna send LeBron back to the East Coast. So my two long shots is father and son duo is gonna go back to Cleveland, where they're from. I think they're gonna trade Mitchell to LA to get Bron back in Cleveland and pick up Bronny. They got Garland, they got a lot of young talent, they got everything that Bron needs to mold a team, right? Or the ultimate troll is I think Bronny might end up getting picked up in Charlotte, being that Charlotte is ass. And then guess what? Bron goes over to Charlotte and does what Michael Jordan couldn't do. And, you know what I mean? So when Michael Jordan left and went to the Wizards, everybody know that wasn't the best MJ. But if Bron go to Charlotte and make some noise over there, I mean, I think that troll game would top the charts with the Bron and the Jordan talks. You know what I mean? That's just something that I see coming in the forefront. And now let's talk about the West Coast, the West Side, man. I mean, the play-in for the West Side, man, like, their reward is playing the top two teams in the league. So the winner between the 7th and 8th to get the 7th seed sees Denver, and the winner between the play-in from the 9th and 10th and the loser of the 7th and 8th sees Minnesota. I don't think nobody wants to see those two teams right now. Those two teams are just like clicking on all cylinders. I think the play-in right now, like, I don't think Golden State, where they're at right now, can handle Minnesota. Minnesota's too big. I think Cat is designated for a return in the playoffs. I'm not sure, man. I don't think they ruled him out for the season, but y'all know I'm sold on Anthony Edwards, man. That's my guy. That's, you know, even though he ain't go to the Magic or we ain't get him, we ain't pick him up, we ain't even had the chance to scoop him. He was number one, you know what I mean? So number two, I think. He was number one or number two, because it was him and Melo came out the same year, right? Yeah, Melo went 2 and he went 1. Yeah, I think so. All right, so yeah, he was number one. We ain't had no chance for him regardless. So yeah, man, if you want to get closer to your home in Georgia, man, you know, come down to Orlando, man. We'll take you. You know, we talking about getting Klay Thompson, getting Klay Thompson out that situation out there in Golden State, man. Hey, Klay Thompson, if you ever see this, man, hey, come on down to Orlando, man. We ain't got no state tax in Florida, man. And this is Hollywood East, man. Come on, man. It's not Cali. You ain't got to pay all them taxes and shit, man. See more of your contract money. Come out here, man. But in reality, man, I think there's some options in free agency. Let's not lock in on Clay, but if we do get Clay, I want the old Clay. Hey, Clay, don't come to Orlando looking for a retirement home. We're gonna boo the shit out you, straight up. But this episode is solely about the playoffs, man. Playoffs is here. The playoffs is coming. So it's gonna be money on top of money. This is where I'm introducing the bankroll building to roll over the end of playoffs and bet for the rest of the summer all on baseball, man. So we start from Monday to Sunday, and we try to roll it over. Every Monday we do $100 bet. We take that $100, don't cash it out, man. Remember, rule number one: if you need that shit, don't spend that shit. Simple as that. If you need it, don't spend it. I'm telling you that right now, cause this is don't hit me up. Oh, I lost some money, or don't hit me up. This play didn't hit, and I needed it. I'm gonna reply back to you in the comments or in the DMs. I reply back to everybody right now. So hey, look, if you couldn't spend it, if you couldn't afford to lose it, you shouldn't have bet it. You know what I mean? So just take that, take the good with the bad. But look, we start off with $100. If you bet $100, you're gonna pick up $100. So now we at $200 profit. Then the next day we bet at $200, pick up 8. Now the next day we pick up 3. Then the next day we pick up 4. And next day we pick up 5. So now you can start making those big money bets that you see all these gamblers on your feed bet. You see them picking up the stacks of money at Hard Rock or wherever they picking up their money at the sports books. I'm telling you, I'm giving you sauce. Like, look, I'm not here, oh, pick my picks. If you don't pick my picks, I don't care. I got a full card and I got a full resume to show you that I've been clapping for a while. You know what I'm saying? So that's where I want to end it, man. Just take a look. It's where you need to find your vibe, man. You need to go ahead and look at that link in the bio, man. It's really money getting ways, man. Because if you ask anybody in the street, if you pick up $150 to $200 a day, that's a full day's work. If you make $25 an hour, I'm gonna tell you that now. You make $25 an hour. We're on average picking up $200 a day. That's an 8-hour work shift on a $25 an hour salary. So if you keep on saying that $200 ain't nothing, $200 times 5 is $1,000. That's $4,000 a month. If we picking up $200 5 days a week. Christmas around the corner, school shopping around the corner, that extra money gonna add up somewhere, and you're gonna be like, this kind of nice. It only costs you $20, man. Wanted to tap in with you live, and just let y'all boys know and ladies know, the sports world know that Just Another Play is here to stay. We coming to you weekly. We dropping hot picks. I'm not gonna go ahead and give you the over analyzed on the picks and the algorithms of what I pull. I'm going off of trends. I'm going off of record. I'm going off of personnel, and I'm going off of injury report. Prove me wrong. That's simple. So I gave you the sauce. It's a quick one today. Thank you for tapping in with Just Another Play. And always remember, if you're in the Orlando area and you're looking for your latest drip shop to have the best street fashion, the best attire, you don't want to look like the rest of the city, man, shop Soul Mansion. All roots come from the soul. Remember, we got the top brands: VD Lux, Valabasas, awful lot of cough syrup, Hyde Park, you know what I mean, Purple. We got everything you need. Billionaires, ice cream, Supreme. It don't change, We got enough drip to supply the whole city. And you won't look like the next man downtown. I guarantee that. And we tapping in. Remember, like, subscribe, follow, comment, show love, show hate, whatever your heart desire, man. We got thick skin over here, so do it like that. But that's a wrap for today. Be prepared for the playoffs. Tap in the Patreon. Look for them winning tickets. Look for them winning parlays. Look for them winning straight bets. And follow the stories for the cover and lock of the day to this 100 bands. We got 24 more to go, and let's lock in.